Y'all, I love listening to other lives before I go on and then hearing the stupid shit that come out of people's mouth. Like absolutely ridiculous. Like bro. This guy said I'm pro-life because I support abortion. I'm like, "Wait, what?" That's not the typical stance, but I mean, it's something that I have said to people before is like, do you want me to tell you how, as a pro-choice woman, I am more pro-life than you'll ever be? Like, so I've made that comment before. So I get that, but he just not the way that, not the way that that just went, you know? All right, let's get these all loaded. Let's make sure that one loads in first. There we go. Donations. Hi, everyone. Sorry, I'm trying to type things here. Venmo. Hello, hello. At RE0. There we go. Sweet, 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 sweet. So that one is in there. Let's load this one in there. Oh, hello, hello. Let me hit this button. Yeah, people say silly stuff on the internet all the time. Also, like I'm trying to get the TikTok loaded, but if you're in my server, you understand what I'm saying this for. I told you so. Hmm. I told you so. If you know, you know, you know. You know, you know, you know. Hello, hello, hello. Like I'm just saying. It's literally ah. My bad. Hello. Hello, hello. What am I freezing? I know I didn't see that in time. JRG, you're in the server, so you should know. Sure. Sorry, I'm clicking multiple things. Hello, hello. I'm good, Moose. How are you? Oh man. That's a comment. I'm good, but thanks, Jackson. Oh no, not that. That sounds weird. Oh no, I'm not even talking about that, Bishop. Like, Bishop, I refuse to come up with a stance on that aside from public, like, personal opinion. That's not what I wanted. There we go. That's not what I was talking about. JRG, did you not get verified? I swear you got verified. Let's see. I think you did this. So, no. JRG, where are you? You got to do the steps to get verified, JR. Let's see. Where are No, sorry. I hate this stuff. Oh, JRG, you have one step to do. You have to go to the rules, scroll down to the bottom, and then hit that check mark, and then open up a ticket and upload a screenshot of your Twitch showing it's yours. That's what you got to do. Hey, Nicolin. Bishop, it's in the main chat in regards to SCOTUS. Giddy up. Okay. Figured all of that out. Someone, do not let me forget to go and add the server tag. Don't let me forget to add the server tag after the live. Okay? We'll just put that out there. Don't let me forget to do that. We got to remember to do that. I said I would, and I have not done it. Thank you, and congrats on the level up, Nicolin. Guys, I left my my nice water bottle at work on accident today, so I got to go back tomorrow and get it. So now I'm drinking a Hawaiian Sun, and it's delicious. It's after the live, Dee Dee. I can't do it before. Good. Feisty, you got it. Feisty is taking control. It was so annoying. Hey, little unicorn, I am a mermaid. And just remember how offended someone got yesterday that I say I'm a mermaid. Don't forget to add the server tag after the live. It's way too early. Here. I put on a koozie so it stays cool because I'm so bad at drinking all of like my stuff. So here. Hawaiian Sun, it exists. Okay, Joey? It exists. Strawberry guava. Delicious. Good luck with that, Chrissy. Linktree in my bio, there are 2 different ones to enter through. If for some reason it's not letting you enter, if you message a moderator, they will help you get a link. Probably. There's almost guaranteed to be an angry grandpa. Almost guaranteed, which does remind me, I wanted to look for that. Wow, someone like incessantly called me yesterday. Oh no, they're incessantly calling me right now. And they called me incessantly yesterday. Okay, well, you're gonna wait. Dang it, where is that? Hello? Sorry, I'm trying to find something. Give me a second. Oh, so Bishop, to give you more details on what I'm talking about, what Cass put in the server about 3:30-ish. That sounds right. Holy baloney. What? No, I know it wasn't that far back, was it? There it is. All right, that's what I was referring to. We're gonna do this real quick. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. We're gonna open up these phone lines in a moment, so just be patient. It is coming your way. Cool. Alrighty. Now we're gonna go back up there. I'm just here to get your like. Well, I appreciate that actually. I appreciate that a lot. And if you're just here to help the likes get up, I'm good with that. Let's go ahead and clear out. Thank you, Chrissy, so much. Clear out the gift goal as well over on the talk. Let's clear out these heart me's. See, I get what he's saying. Okay. We'll go ahead and open this up. It means I need to put on headphones. Haven't done that yet. Put them on. There we go. What are we saying, Bishop? Where's my mouse? Someone better pick up that phone because you called it. Yeah. I called the number? Bishop, you're confusing me. That's not fun, Tommy. Are you telling me you lost your live access, Tommy? Because you're... Jesus, I don't want to sound like a butthead, but I can't remember everybody. Sorry, not sorry. I do that to literally everyone who says to remind them. Okay, I gotcha. All right, phone lines are open. GI, send the money first. In fact, say that say repeat after me or something in your super chat, and I will do that. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Okay. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. How old are you?
I am 23.
23. Awesome, Nexus. Thanks for being here.
Okay.
You're 23. Do you still support Donald Trump?
Yes, I do.
What specifically has Donald Trump done in his 11 months in office that has earned your continued support?
Hey there, you're looking mighty fine there. Can I squeeze your tits until they're...
Why are people weird? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello?
Hello.
Sorry, this is Jeffrey. Hello.
Hi, Jeffrey. How old are you?
I'm 26.
26. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah.
What specifically has Donald Trump done in his 11 months in office that has earned your continued support?
Well, it's not actually what he's done. He just doesn't like abortions. And personally.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. How old are you?
64.
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I am.
What has Donald Trump done in his current presidency that has earned your continued support?
I'm trying to speak on the stream.
Yeah. Hi. So what has Donald Trump done to earn your support this presidency?
Yeah, I need to speak on the stream. I want to reach everybody so I can voice my opinion.
Okay. Well, now you're not getting on the stream because you won't answer a easy question.
Fascist.
Yep.
Maryland Chusli Ben Jode.
Was that English?
Maryland.
Take that as a no. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, hello?
Hi, how old are you?
Hello? Hello? I'm 23.
23. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
No, I'm actually a Kamala supporter, and I just want to... I don't understand all these dumb Trump supporters.
I wish I understood, but I don't know them either.
They're crazy. I'm actually trans myself, and all these things that he's doing, I'm scared.
I'm sorry. I wish I could help you feel better about it. I don't have any answers for you.
it's so scary living in this time right now in America. I just, when I was younger, I actually tried to play on a boys' sports team, and they didn't allow me to.
Okay.
And it was just, it was so hard for me.
I'm sorry you had that experience. Your feedback, though, is horrible, and I'm just looking for Trump supporters, and I hope you get to feeling better. You have a great
No,
one.
please.
There are support networks for you if you are that upset. No, they cannot act. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes,
Awesome. How old are you?
73.
73. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes.
Okay, what's he done so far in this current presidency that's earned your support?
Well, I like the way he's fighting the drug trade in Venezuela, and that he put troops on the streets to fight crime in this country.
Fighting
It's about time somebody did.
the drug trade. Venezuelan mentioned.
Don't say drug.
All right, and then you also said troops on the streets of our cities. Okay. And can you tell me what illegal substances come from Venezuela?
Most likely cocaine.
Oh, okay. Someone that actually does know something. That's surprising. Oh, okay. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, this is Jeffrey again. What's
Hey,
wrong with the board?
Jeffrey, can you
My
answer
time.
me this? Can you answer me this, Jeffrey?
Yeah.
Where's a woman's uvula?
I don't even know, to be honest. I don't know. Actually, no, I do. Hold up. Yeah, I do. But actually, no,
Oh,
I
you
don't.
do?
I
Oh,
don't
because
know.
you're Googling it?
No,
Yeah,
wait, I
so
actually
that's
don't.
why,
I actually
because you
don't.
don't know a woman's anatomy, and I'm sure you've never touched a woman. I have a solution for you. You don't like abortion, okay? First,
Wait.
don't ever
Can I
hold
just
on.
state
No,
my
no,
case?
nope, you're not. Okay, just listen to me for a second.
Wait,
Just listen to me
isn't
for a
that the
second. It's
point,
okay.
though?
It's okay.
Isn't
It's
that the
okay. It's
isn't that
okay.
the
It's okay,
point?
buddy. So here's
What?
my solution to you. A, don't fuck a pro-choice woman. Make sure you know what her beliefs are when it comes to
Hey,
abortion before
hey,
you even attempt to
stop
touch her.
talking.
Okay. Second, never get an abortion, which should be simple for you. You're a man.
Whoa.
I see you don't have a uterus. So
Whoa.
problem solved. You can't get an
Whoa,
abortion.
shots fired.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
No!
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 47.
47. Are you still supporting Trump?
Yes.
Yes. What has Donald Trump done in his current term in office that has earned your continued support?
You know, I'm happy that he appointed Robert F. Kennedy, and they're making some headway on vaccines. I'm also thankful that he's appointed people that is putting a stop to transing kids. I think that was a big problem, and I'm glad that that's being stopped. I don't see that getting stopped with Kamala Harris in there.
Oh, okay. I have news for you. Surgeries weren't able to be performed on anyone under the age of 16. RF Kennedy is a hack. What's his authority that he has, or his like history that he's able to be the head of HHS, Health and Human Services?
Well, obviously, he's not a doctor or anything like that, or a
He's
scientist.
not, yeah.
But
Nowhere
he
near
is
that.
but he is an attorney,
Of what?
and he is,
What's
and
his
he has been.
what is his field? It's very specific. What's his field to be an attorney in?
Well, listen, people
Oh, you
people
don't
can be
know? Why can't
experts
you just
in
say I don't
multiple.
know? What's his field? If
You know,
you
I guess I
don't
don't
know,
know.
just say
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
you're
know.
right. I don't know what specific attorney he is,
Yeah.
but I do know that he has
Environmental
been
protection. He knows nothing
perfect.
when it comes to medicine. But now he's in charge over health and human services, not even the EPA. If he had been put in charge of the EPA, I would sort of understand that because that actually
Right.
is in line with what he did for his entire career, right? Was
Well, sure,
environmental shit, right? So EPA would have made sense. That would have made sense. HHS, where he found one singular study that he claims proves that Tylenol causes autism, right? Sorry, acetaminophen causes autism. But even within the study that he used, it explicitly states that there is no direct correlation causation. They just think that maybe 51% chance that it in fact does,
Sure.
right? Where in retrospect, there has been multiple studies in the contrary, that many studies, right, in the contrary, that have said very explicitly that there is no correlation causation. Also, that acetaminophen wasn't created until the 1930s. And, well, sorry, it was created after the 1930s. But the very first diagnosed case of Asperger's, which is not even a term that we use anymore, which is on the ASD, right?
Yep.
The one that we know of, the name that it was named, the person it was named after is the reason why we no longer use it, was diagnosed in the 1930s. So it has been around since before acetaminophen existed. But yet
Sure.
Donald Trump and RFK Jr. want to go up on national TV and say acetaminophen causes autism.
Look, now you're making fun of somebody, and that's terrible. But what
No,
you,
it's just it's
but,
actually quite
but
easy
what
to
you
do
do have to
his
consider,
impression. You don't know what a voice impression
no,
is? You want me to?
yeah,
Okay.
no,
If I'm
of
making
course
fun
I
of
do.
him, I
Listen,
guess if I do
okay,
this
listen,
one
you
next,
just
I
made a
must
bunch of
also be
points.
making fun of them, right? So,
No, but literally making
are
fun of
you
somebody
offended?
is like
Did I
the
just make fun of
lowest
Stitch? Did I
common
just make fun of
denominator.
Stitch?
Hey,
How about
making fun of
Miss Room
people
for the
is
tuna?
really
Did I just
weak.
make fun of
Very
Gurr?
low
Did I just
common
make fun of
denominator.
Gurr because I just did a voice impression? Like, is that how that
That's
works?
not
When you do a voice
that's not an
impression,
argument.
when you do a
That's
voice
not an argument.
impression, I just want to be clear. When you do a voice impression, now that is making
Oh
fun of
my.
somebody. So when I am
Okay.
saying punch, I am making fun of Stitch. When I go make room for the tuna, I'm making fun of Gurr. Got it.
Okay, you
That's
weren't
very
making fun of them.
interesting to
I'm
know. These are
sorry.
voice
Yeah,
impressions. So wait,
that's
am I
weird. I
when I'm
totally
doing a
thought you were
voice
making fun of them.
impression, am I then making fun of the voice actor who did the voices? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I guess I just misunderstood. You were
No,
just
yeah, you
trying to
don't just know
convey.
what it is.
Right. You were just trying to convey the way he was really sounding. You weren't making fun of him because he has like a problem with his
It's
voice.
a
I
voice
get it.
impression.
No, I understand. Right. So like when
Okay,
Donald
you don't
Trump
know what a voice
made
impression
when
is. Got it.
so
Is it making fun of them when Greg Johnson does his little skits with himself and he does the same thing? No, it's not. Got it. Because that's not how it works. It's a cold voice impression. I mean, I'm sure there are challenges involved with it. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Whoa.
Hi, how old are you?
Why?
Because I ask everyone and you're not immune to being asked. How old are you?
14.
Okay, bye. Cannot talk to a 14-year-old. It cannot happen. Ugh, guys, there are so many things. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Hey,
Hello?
Marina. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 18.
Are you still supporting Trump?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Date of birth, go.
My date
Done, you took too long. Yeah, it's what I ask. I did not pause to say it. I mean, I guess technically I did pause, but I didn't like hesitate. There we go. Let's do a few of these. No, let's just do my normal. Guys, let's try to light up this gift gallery. We'll try to do that today too. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes.
Awesome.
I called earlier and we got disconnected.
We got disconnected. Okay.
She never responded to what I had to say.
Thank you, Justin, for the 10. I appreciate that. Okay. So sorry. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
And why is it like what has Donald Trump done currently in his current term to earn your continued support?
Well, I brought up the fact that he's getting rid of those drug, DRUG, the ship.
Oh yeah, you
with-
just like stopped responding. That's what it was. Sorry, I was trying to remember. I'm like, did I only hung up on like 2 people so far. So I was like, who did I disconnect from? That's because you stopped responding or I couldn't hear anything anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then you mentioned troops on the streets of our cities.
Well, fighting crime, the National Guard.
Oh, you mean like the thing that the Supreme Court just blocked today?
Well, my support is doing it, though.
Oh, so you support him violating laws in our United States Constitution and overstepping his boundaries as president?
Well, something's got to be done about crime.
Oh, something's just got to be done. So you are okay with someone stepping all over articles and amendments of the United States Constitution?
Well,
Were you aware that there was a Supreme Court like little order today that came out?
I wasn't sure.
And that's fine. I mean, it just came out like 3 hours ago. So just to be clear, you are okay with the president violating articles and amendments of the United States Constitution and violating not 1, not just 2, but 3 laws, right? Because all of that was cited in the order written by Amy Coney Barrett. Justice Barrett. So you actually do support crime.
That's ridiculous.
You just said that somebody has to do it, violating the Articles and Amendment of the United States Constitution.
Well, how is he violating it?
Yeah.
What made them vote against him?
Yeah. All right, okay, so here we go. So Donald Trump was quoting 12, sorry, not 12. It was 18 USC 12406, right? And that's the section. That's the one specifically that he's citing. That because the regular force, right? And I'm not doing this verbatim. I am paraphrasing here. The regular forces were unable to enforce the law, so therefore he could federalize the National Guard. Well, in their interpretation, the regular forces would actually be our actual military, and military has to abide by military law. And so then they also found that he violated, quote, the Posse Comitatus Act, which I'm sure you're not too familiar with. A lot of people aren't, and that's totally fine. Okay. So these are 2 things that specifically he violated, and that he didn't even hold statured under 18 USC 1385 that they also try to argue within there as well. And this is like a 25-page brief where Justice Barrett and then Justice Kavanaugh wrote concurrences within. So yeah, so Donald Trump violated 3 laws, or also violated Article 1 of the United States Constitution because are you familiar with the first 3 articles of the Constitution?
I'm familiar with the Second Amendment.
Are you familiar with the first 3 articles of
On the
the
First
Constitution?
Amendment, too. The third, I'm not sure about.
I'm not asking about amendments.
The articles. No, I'm not
Articles.
that well informed.
Okay, so Article 1 lays out the duties of the legislative branch of government. That's Congress, right? And so explicitly what they state in their ruling or their order, at the Supreme Court is that this can only be determined by an act of Congress and not just him by himself. So therefore, he's overstepping Article 2, which is the executive branch powers. And then by him like constantly, ignoring court orders at all levels, he's been constantly violating Article 3 of the United States Constitution. So yeah, so I just want to be clear that you are now okay with criminals as long as they are Donald J. Trump.
That's ridiculous.
I just cited you all the laws that it was even quoted within that order that the Supreme Court handed out. So you're okay with you're okay with violating the law and you're okay with crime just as long as it's done by Donald J. Trump.
Nobody died as a result of what Donald
Oh,
Trump
wait,
did.
somebody has to die? Actually, they did. Are you not aware of the Canadian that died in ICE detention facility? Are you not aware of the people that have been severely injured by ICE and their tactics that they've been doing, brought on by Donald Trump's actions? So that's absolutely not true. People have, in fact, died because of his actions. So that's not true.
Wish I hadn't done this.
Well, sir, no one's keeping you here. If you want to hang up, you are welcome to hang up at any time.
Okay.
All right. Have a good night.
Put me on the spot.
That was funny. I wish we hadn't have done this. Well, sir, no one's keeping you here. You can hang up. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello.
Hi, how old are you? Okay. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Mercy on my ears. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? I know, right? Ogie, that was definitely happening. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah. So
Awesome.
I'm actually, yes, I just checked out your stream. What can we talk about?
How old are you?
Yeah, I'm 28.
Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes.
Awesome. What specifically has Donald Trump done in his 11 months in office that has earned your continued support?
Yeah, more of a focus on energy production. We need energy for growth as a species. Without energy, we can't grow. And I find it, well, actually on the note of energy, I found it interesting. Bill Gates switched from climate change was going to end the world to now it's going to, we need to actually explore nuclear expansion because of the advancements in artificial intelligence and the power demand that it has. So, I mean, the last caller, you were bringing up the Supreme Court thing, side rant too, and the Supreme Court blocking feds from entering Chicago. I mean, that was Chicago specifically. I think it's ridiculous because I don't think we can have a solution that just involves letting people flock into the country. It doesn't make sense to me. So Trump's focus on shutting down the border and having a similar ideology to what Obama had and Hillary Clinton had with closing down American borders is all of a sudden vilified because Orange Man is bad. So because I think it's a contingency support. It's not really supporting someone. If you're saying, "Oh, we'll only support you if you believe this way," that's why, or it's part of the reason. But what do you think?
Okay. Do you want to talk about energy production or do you want to talk about immigration?
We could talk about a bunch of stuff. I mean, the overall theme, the way that I look at it, as far as Trump just has a more expansionism. He has a more expansionist. That's I'm making up a word here, but he has a more broadened production of economic movement. He's not always saying the right stuff, but we're not really electing a friend. We're electing someone to lead the country, and we just didn't have that with Joseph Biden. So we could talk about whatever you want to talk about. I'm just kind of stating a few reasons why Trump has earned my support.
Okay. So again, we're going to try this one more time. What would you like to talk about of what the two topics is that you've already listed? Which one?
We could talk.
Do you
Well,
want to
yeah, we'll
talk
talk.
start on energy production, or do you want to talk about immigration?
Let's talk about immigration since you seem so confident about that. I didn't want to, bring up a topic that you weren't ready on.
Okay. All right. When it comes to immigration, can you tell me, did you're like 10 toes down, standing strong that Obama literally campaigned on closing down the border, or did he just campaign on enforcing the laws?
He campaigned on, I'd say, a few of what are considered Trump policies today: immigration and Department of Government Efficiency. He didn't call it that per se, but he did focus on that we shouldn't be funding frivolous things. I mean, the statement I made about immigration, yeah, him and a bunch of other Democrats back in like the early
Wait, so
90s
now
or
we're bringing up
2000s.
Doge?
This might be before your time, but that's all right, I guess. They were very see, to say anti-immigration, it's kind of a clickbait phrasing, because in my opinion, from what I've observed, is there's a lot of people who don't really care about immigrants. A lot of people care about the illegal immigrants. Our country's in not shambles politically. I mean, it kind of is, but that's more from society. There's a lot of utility repairs that need to happen, and so having undocumented people showing up into your country just doesn't make sense. I mean, imagine if you had a house party while your water heater was shooting through the roof. That wouldn't make very much sense, for instance.
Okay. So now, do you want to talk about immigration, Doge, or energy? Because you've just like circled the drain there.
Interesting phrase, but yeah, we can talk about immigration.
I'm sorry if it's true. Like, you still haven't answered a singular question like straight, without gish galloping a little bit.
You're awesome.
You asked me what Trump did to get my support, and I listed a
No, I didn't say to get
entourage.
get your support. I use very specific phrasing. What phrasing did I use? What has he done to earn your continued support? Not what he did to like get it when he was campaigning. I legitimately don't care about why anybody voted for him. We are now the day of our Lord, December 23rd, 2025. I don't care about why somebody voted for him on November 5th, 2024, or earlier in 2024.
What he's done to earn my
Thank you,
continued
Red, for
support
the
is
whale. That
focused
was
on
so
the
fun.
country. He's put America first.
America first looks differently to different people, so
Well,
about that one.
for instance,
Dagger.
the first day.
We're gonna give a W to Dagger in the chat, because Dagger said you're insufferable and sent $50 to yeet you. I don't normally do pay to kicks, but I will in this case. So Merry Christmas. So you can say Merry Christmas. W Dagger for the 50 over on Venmo. Guys, friendly reminder, if you are new here, don't forget to hit that follow button, subscribe button. Send a super chat, become a member, be a super fan, become a subscriber, send bits, send gifts, do all of the wonderful things. Keep this moving. And thank you guys so much for all the gifts on TikTok. Yeah, I don't normally do pay to kicks. I agree. That was insufferable. The guy was literally just circling, running in a little circle. I guess he was running in place on a treadmill and thought he was going 5 miles an hour or something. He thought he like made some headway on that treadmill, my guy. Okay. Yeah. He wasn't answering a singular question. This is literally, you guys like say, let him talk. And it's like, this is what happens every time I let them talk. Like, it's so weird. Oh, thank you, Amy. All right. So let's see. We had, thank you, Car Guy, for the jewels. Acid, thank you for the AED 369. That's a fun number. Bill, thank you for the jewels. Riff, thank you for the 499. Dan, thank you for the jewels. If you guys send super chat, thank you so much for the galaxy. Super chats or become a member. I would love, 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 love to get 10 new members today. I normally only ask for 5, but we are pre-Christmas, so maybe we can do that as a Christmas present. I'd love to beat Pauly. I think he's gotten like 50 new members in one night. I would love to beat that, but I don't think that's going to happen today. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah.
Awesome. How old are you?
I am 48.
48. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Yeah. What specifically has Donald Trump done to earn your continued support?
Well, in order to answer that, I kind of have to have an understanding of what you know about kind of historically what's gone on. So I don't know anything about you. I just saw your stream, and I wanted to give you a couple compliments. First of all, I like the fact that you actually listen to people what they have to say and are quiet during their little iterations. I also like the fact that you stay calm and aren't specifically doing a lot of name calling or anything. But the thing I kind of need to start with would be like, do you have any understanding of what globalism is, or the globalist agenda per se?
I guess it would depend on what you mean exactly, because it does have different meanings again to other people.
Okay. So have you ever heard of like you've heard of the UN, right?
Correct.
Or
Yeah,
the World Economic.
UN, EU, NATO, you could all consider them globalist ideologies. You can also consider BRICS as the counterpoint to the westernized globalism that you see.
Well,
But
NATO,
either way, like if you're trying to make the argument that we need to separate ourselves from the other markets, that's actually impossible to happen. We're always going to be involved in a form of globalism when it comes to our world economy.
Well, no, there's a difference between globalism and trade amongst nations. You can still
That
have
would be a
plenty
form of globalism.
Well,
It would
no,
be an
free trade.
implementation of it. Yes, it would be.
No, free trade between sovereign nations is not the same thing as a globalist system. A globalist system would have an integrated economic system where, like the euro, how we've created the European Union and they all use the euro. That would be more of a globalist situation, a super state solution. And then you'd have a framework of law or government around the whole globe that would be uniform. That's basically the goal of globalism. But NATO, I wouldn't even count as a globalist organization. That was more a post-World War II protection against Soviets type of thing. But when you get to groups like, the World Economic Forum or the Bilderberg Group, these types of organizations, the Council on Foreign Relations, these type of the Chatham House, Royal Institute of International Affairs, you would have to do, in order to even understand why I support Trump, you'd probably have to do, because you look like a young girl. You'd probably have to do, 10, 15 years of research in order to figure out what's actually going on, I think. And that's why I think it's hard to explain why I support Trump, because he's crass, he's rude, he's not very smart, he's a douchebag, he's unnecessarily argumentative and inarticulate. There's so much that's wrong with him. He's such a flawed candidate in so many ways, but when you have done a ton of research into this stuff and you kind of see what the agenda is and how malevolent it really is, you get to a point where you're like, anybody who will do anything against this. Now, coming from a hard left background, I still consider myself a leftist or a liberal. You got to understand, coming out of the
Liberals aren't
Bush.
on the left. I just want to let you know that, and that's
Sure. Well, yeah, it depends on your classification of it. But as far as like
no, when it comes to the political spectrum, liberalism is center right.
Well, sure. And it depends on how you define those things. For a lot of people, liberal means left, now, and has for a long time. But but yeah, classic liberalism
Only
would
to the
be
United States of America, because unfortunately people want to isolate ourselves even from what the political spectrum looks like.
well, I think the thing is it's kind of, it's semantics kind of at that point, because it's, people have certain ideas of what liberal means and that type of thing. What I'm trying to say is that I would come from kind of a different spectrum than most of Trump supporters probably. Like I said, it'd be more like a classic liberalist. So yeah, but the thing is that I would align with the left, say in the 80s through the 2000s, being a big anti-war person, a big free speech person, and civil rights person, and these things were classically in my time for the the last 70 years were liberal positions, kind of. So it was strange to kind of see the right take up that mantle. And it really started with the Ron Paul movement, which is a libertarian movement. And that's actually the only reason that Trump was allowed to be elected. Before that, both primaries had basically superdelegate positions. They called it a different thing in the Republican Party, but they basically had party insiders would pick and choose the candidate, and the rank and file delegates had no real say in it. What happened is after Ron Paul was robbed of the election in 2 different primaries, there were enough of his supporters that became delegates and forced a rules change vote, and it became a 1-for-1 vote. And we thought it was going to help Rand Paul, but Trump was more popular. He just ended up winning. When Trump got into power, I thought he was just going to be another Bush. I thought he would just be the exact same thing. And to my surprise, he wasn't. And the immediate response of the media, I don't know if you know this or not because you're pretty young, but there has never been such a uniform response by corporate media to go against a president so much. I've never seen anything like it before. Now, granted, if you can excuse Trump's doing this different or this different, but actually policy-wise, he hasn't done anything too crazy as far as normal stuff that
Cuticle
people
oil is
understand.
very important, guys.
He has done some things that are definitely pissing off globalists, but you could blame it on his mannerisms and the way he acts. But the thing is he really hasn't done much that would warrant that response from the media, a uniform response. Usually they pretty much back up the presidents no matter what. And it's because all the presidents have done the same thing. It's been warfare, welfare, keep spending, keep the wars going, keep the globalist agreements going on, whether it's NAFTA or the North American Union thing they were working on. And you got to remember, too, people call these things conspiracy theories. Well, the European Union.
I thought you said trade doesn't qualify under globalism.
No. I said free trade amongst sovereign nations doesn't.
Yeah, that would be NAFTA. That would be the USMCA. Would be a free trade agreement amongst sovereign nations, unless you somehow think that Canada and Mexico are not sovereign nations.
No, but that's the thing, is that those agreements weren't facilitated. I mean, yes, in name they would say free trade, but it was anything but free trade. There were specific agreements made and specific quotas, you could say, basically.
Straight dropping. It's not called being condescending. It's called matching their energy.
Trade agreements and
thinks
defense
I'm a
agreements
silly little girl that
to,
doesn't know anything, so I'm going to match that
together.
energy and
remember
treat him like he's a silly man. That
the
just
European
wants to
Union started out
mansplain.
as the European Economic Community, and it was just supposed to be an integration of shared interests economically.
And he won't
then
stop
it
talking.
became,
He's literally been talking for 8
let's
minutes.
change this to, the European Defense
And I'm
Agreement.
bleeding
And then it was,
viewers
okay,
because
well,
of
let's
him.
create a European Union.
Okay.
We won't.
So let's actually have a conversation instead of you monologuing, because sorry, you
No,
are
it's okay.
literally you know how much in your 8 minutes of just straight talking, 400 people have left the live because they didn't want to listen to your diatribe.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm just trying to give you a position of why a lot of people support Trump that are kind of not
I
in
didn't
that.
ask why a lot of people. I specifically asked why you were supporting Trump. My good friend Bishop also wants to let you know that, psst, I'm just reading this as it is, okay? He says, psst, caller, if you can't articulate your position so a layman could understand, then you truly don't know your own position. And I would agree with that, which is, like, I understand to a point because I have a difficulty simplifying my language. But that is not like, it's not something
Well, I think that you're taking a position that's a little insulting there, because I'm not saying that
I was
those
reading
things about you.
I was reading something that someone sent me money to say. Does that
Yeah, but
hurt your feelings?
I get that.
It's
I get that.
it's a method of capitalism.
Yeah, totally, and I'm fine with that. My point is that just because I'm trying to articulate something that most people aren't very educated about, so it takes a little background in history, and that's my point.
It doesn't.
Is that it doesn't take any background in history?
Not for the conversation with me. You just seem to have wanted to still continue to just monologue because you're trying to go
Okay.
down it again. And your
Okay,
automatic
well-
assumption that you don't know, which is why, like, for everybody that gets mad at me for asking pointed questions to gauge someone's level of knowledge on a subject, because they do a lot get mad at me for asking pointed questions, right? And that's just because I want to know where I have to start my conversation. Am I starting at an expert level? Am I bringing it down to the middle, or am I bringing it straight down to beginner level, right? Like, which level do I need to start off with somebody? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
And this isn't even me saying that to you. I'm just explaining this to the chat.
yeah. Well, and that's the thing, is that I'm kind of, I see that you're a younger lady, and so I'm trying to like find out what you know about this, so that I can kind of work with this. But
Sure.
basically, if you don't have an understanding of history at
I'll read
all,
that in a moment.
especially when it comes to the globalist ideals and what they're trying to do, or you don't understand, how secret organizations or semi-secret organizations or
doing it again.
intelligence operations
Yeah,
are done, you
JFC,
don't really
that's
understand what's
fucking-
going on, or even what propaganda is. I mean, people tend to take whatever
I know
the
they
TV
are.
tells
I know,
them.
Ramon. I can't
Well,
help
some
it.
people, and they run with it, and they think it's like the truth. So, it just depends on where you're at, and that's why I'm trying to gauge,
Hey,
what.
do you think, since you like to continue to bring up something, I am curious, does a higher age automatically equate to wisdom or knowledge?
No, not at all. But
Not at all. So
if
why do you keep going back to my age as if it's some kind of trope that you need to hang on to?
Well, it's here's what it does. It depends on who you are. If you're somebody who is focused on learning about history and politics and geopolitics, then yes, the age is definitely going to help. There's a lot to learn. I mean, there's a massive amount. It's unlearnable to know it all. So the more you have of it, the more
Unlearnable
you have of the
to
picture
know
of
it all,
history, the
guys.
more you have of a better
Unlearnable to know it
perspective
all.
on
I
it.
know that was a
So,
misspeak.
that's what I'm saying, is that I was a very involved
Yes.
political kid when I was your age. I thought I kind of had a grasp on stuff. And after years and years of research, I kind of got to a point where I was
There
like,
is no
oh, wow,
helping.
there's a lot more that I didn't know about this that's kind of under the surface.
I want to say thank you, Shar, for the
They just know.
10.
Yeah,
Says,
yeah,
Ari,
yeah,
thank you
yeah.
for trying to educate the uninformed,
Sorry,
illiterate,
my
and
roommate was
low
asking about the dog.
IQ maggot.
Yeah,
He has a roommate.
Yeah, so that's that. I'm not
I'm
saying
sorry.
that
How old did you say you were again?
48.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm not saying that just because somebody's young that they can't be astute politically or even, super intelligent and figure things out. What I'm saying is that it is an advantage to be around long enough to do some real deep digging on a lot of stuff, because to tell the truth, geopolitics and politics in general, especially in this day and age and in the last
Guys,
200
if
years,
you wanna
it's
insult
not a
him,
surface level
please send
thing.
super chats.
It
I
is
will read
very
them to
much
him.
an esoteric
I will read them
situation.
to
Most
him. He is
people don't know
48
what's
with
going
a
on.
roommate.
Most people,
48
they think
with a roommate.
that the base stuff that they're told is what's going on. And it's never that way. It's always
Also, can we
quite a
get
bit
any
different than
new
what
members?
they think. So, and you start to really understand that a lot better the more you research things.
Gosh, how
So
many times does he have to be
in order
told to
for
stop
somebody to
yapping?
understand my positions and why I would
Oh,
support a guy
cardiac.
like
That would
Trump,
be on the tubes.
you'd have to know what some of the
Oh,
things
that's
that I
funny,
know.
Ogie.
You know what I mean? And if you don't, then it's going to
Probably.
be really easy to, dismiss anything that he does pretty much. And it doesn't help too that, you have a massive amounts of corporate propaganda going against the guy. I mean, he pretty much is
The
universally
media is against him.
hammered on by
Oh
propaganda, and
no.
that definitely hurts.
Universally. Oh no.
And a lot of it's just lies, like he called the Nazis very fine people hoax, or all these things.
Yeah. So who created the EU? Or who had
Well,
like did the United States have a hand in creating the United States have a hand in helping create the European Union?
I wouldn't say it's. I mean, there's always been kind of an Anglo-American type of thing going on. It was really started in the Bilderberg Group in the 50s. That's where the real plans came about. And there's actually, I think they actually did end up having some of those papers published, actually, if I remember right. But yeah, basically the idea came out of the Bilderberg Group, and it was called a conspiracy theory, of course, at the time. That was ridiculous. There was never going to be a European Union. That's stupid. So it was all poo-pooed back then, but now it's complete reality. And you have one European superstate, basically.
Anti-Semitism for the win.
What was that?
I said for you, anti-Semitism for the win for you, apparently.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Okay, so
For
let's
what?
see. We've got a couple of things here. Feisty,
Wait,
thank you for the
I
5.
didn't mention
Feisty
anything
says,
about.
"Holy yap."
didn't
Bishop
say anything
said, Bishop once again said, "Aw, pumpkin, you want to measure intellectual Johnsons? Compensating, are we?" Bishop said again, "Someone learned him how to speak goodly." EX, thank you for the 199. Says, "I blame all my problems on George Soros." Feisty says, "You're a lonely man." Kristen says, "Pretty sure America had nothing to do with the creation of the EU. Does he understand anything?" And that's coming from New Zealand. Feisty
Well,
says
yeah,
she
that's
was
what
a
I
political
said.
kid. Caller making a lot of assumptions. Hey, caller, how's your foot taste? Yeah,
okay,
so
so
I
the
just
only
wanted
thing
to
I've
read those. You, again, like, this has been a 15-minute monologue for you, and I'm quite over it. If your roommate needs your attention, go give attention to your roommate.
Well.
I don't really. Oh, I just hung up. I'm so sorry, Cora. Yeah! Oh, that's a great fucking. And guess what, Cora? I pointed that out already, right? Cora, I pointed that out already. I explicitly stated, okay? So Cora says, "Can you please ask if he's so worried about someone's level of knowledge? Why hasn't he asked you any questions about what you know? Like, it's crazy." Okay, I explicitly made a comment saying that the chat typically gets mad at me for asking questions. Okay, I made a whole point of saying that. I made a point of saying that my chat gets mad at me very often for asking pointed questions to gauge someone's level of knowledge so I know where to start. And then he just kept circling and just exactly, he assumed from the very start and continued through that 15-minute monologue. And by the way, he went on for 17 minutes. Just didn't ask me any questions, just continued to explain his story. Like, I don't care about your story. Your story means nothing to me. If you want to know my level of knowledge, ask pointed questions. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello, yes.
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 27.
27. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
No, I don't.
All right, well, WU. I hope you have a great night. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
You're awesome.
Right? Man of tomorrow. So for a person to answer a simple question, they have to do 15 years of research, then claims to be on the left while ignoring what has happened on the right. Exactly. Jesus. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello?
Hi, what country are you calling from?
Australia.
Okay. Stay there. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, your stream is terrible. You make no attempt to actually understand anyone.
Oh, okay. Oh, was that supposed to hurt my feelings? So listen, I told the guy calling from Australia to stay there just because, like, I don't need Australians poking in on their opinion on why they support Trump all the way in Australia. I want to talk to people that can affect elections. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Yes, not yours. I've been letting everybody just ramble. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah,
Awesome. How old are you?
14.
Have a good night. No, he was literally calling in from Australia, Dutch. That's why I asked him what country he was calling from, because it gives the plus and then the, the country code. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello,
Hi, how old are you?
I'm 19.
19. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
No,
You're awesome.
All right, well, have a good one.
fuck.
I'm only 21, but I think the point you're making is based on the world, right? Trump's job is to make America great, not help everybody else. That might have been what he was trying to say. Just I would like him to actually support the United States. He's not, in my opinion. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Okay. I'll go into this a little bit further. So in my opinion, when it comes to Donald Trump in the United States of America, he should actually be advancing policies that help all of American citizens, but he's not. He's focusing on very specific things for seemingly no good reason that don't necessarily help everybody or even a singular person. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Do you boop shrooms?
Huh? Oh. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes.
Go away, child. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Huh?
Yes.
Oh, stop trying to sound older. It's not working for you. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello, I'm doing good.
Doing well. Awesome. Fantastic. How old are you?
I'm 40.
40. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes.
Okay. And what specifically has Donald Trump done in his current term in office that has earned
So
your...
the other guy that you let back in, you are very arrogant and you won't let people talk. So whenever you ask a question, you got to let him speak. And the reason why you think that he was giving a monologue because you were not listening.
No, I was listening and then I tuned out because
So
I don't know.
listen,
So hi,
you asked him a question.
hi, I'm gonna help you
You
out with
asked him-
something.
listen,
Hey, I got
you
a
asked
question
him a
for you. All
question.
right, let me help you out with
So when
something
you
here real
want an
quick.
answer,
So I
you have to
actually
learn
there's
your
a couple
ears.
reasons why I'm
Alright,
able to
so
interrupt
you
people
asked
on
him a
my stream.
question.
For one, it is
So
my stream.
gotta
Okay?
learn.
That's the
You need to learn how
primary
to
reason
listen.
why it is my stream.
Alright?
I do this for more hours in a day than oh, you hung up. Okay. I do this for more hours in a day than you can even imagine doing it. And I say more hours in a day, but it's more hours in a week. It's like what? I do it so about 12 hours in a week. I do this way more often than you. I know when it's actually important to interrupt somebody and cut them off when they're trying to gish gallop. Like what you did. So, congratulations. So pressed. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Knickers.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Awesome. How old are you?
I'm 21.
21. Are you still supporting Trump?
Yes, I am.
What specifically has Donald Trump done in the 11 months that he's been president to earn your continued support?
The man has kept America great. When you keep America great, America stays great. Make sense?
What policies have done that?
I don't know. You know. go up on TV every day and say America is great. So when America is great, America is great. That's all it takes.
So sane washing?
Say that again, man.
Got it. Let me see. Somebody said this, okay? Let me see if I can find it if it hasn't gone away. Okay, apparently somebody can't do math, right? So he went on to say, this person, and I can't find the comment now because it's been too long, but the commenter said, so basically you're jobless. So 12 hours out of an entire week, 7 days, means that I must not do anything else. 12 hours! How many hours is in a day? And then how many hours is in a week, person that can't do math? Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes.
You're a kid. Go outside. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello, how are you?
I'm well. How old are you?
I am 23.
23. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I just want to say real quick, like, I don't support either one, but I do respect that you have a platform that you are expressing how you feel, and it might not go towards other people's beliefs, but it's something that's pretty necessary in this country to have a conversation and sit down and speak to others and, you know, express why you don't agree with them. So that's all I want to say. I didn't want to say anything else.
Okay. Thanks, man. Have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. How old are you?
27.
27. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yes, and more supporting the Republican Party.
Okay. And what has Donald Trump done in his current term in office that has earned your continued support?
I believe in kids not having surgery when they were young. I believe one thing that he did say was, "Hey, I'm gonna make sure that everybody understands that men are men and women are women." I think that's one thing I've enjoyed about him being in office. His stance
Why
on
are
military.
you thinking about little kids?
Because I have one.
Okay, so you should be concerned about your own child and not worried about all of the kids in the United States. It's very weird for you to think about all of the kids in the United States and the potentiality of having a surgery. So you're worried about kids having like a kidney transplant that they might need to live. That's a little bit weird. Also, you
Oh,
do
no, they
realize that
could.
it's been since the dawn of time that there's always been more than two sexes. Are you not aware of intersex or ambiguous genitalia? Are you not familiar with that occurring naturally in nature as well, but also in Homo sapiens?
Well, I
So
do
are
believe
you
in people
saying then
having
that people
surgery.
that are you're then saying that people that have ambiguous genitalia or no genitalia at all, because that does also happen in Homo sapiens and in mammals, that they don't exist anymore because they don't qualify as a man or a woman? Is that what you're trying to
Oh
say? Like
no,
they don't exist anymore because they don't fit your
not at all.
narrative of man or woman because they don't have genitalia?
No,
You're awesome.
I don't.
No? Okay, so then him designating that there are only two genders of male and female is ignoring the fact that intersex individuals absolutely exist and they are born every single day throughout the entire world, including the United States of America. So it is quite odd that you would then invalidate the existence of everyone else that is born. Like if we're just basing it off of genitalia, right? Sex,
Well,
then you are
you did say
invalidating
that.
all of them. And that's a little bit
So,
weird and disingenuous to start with. So you're like, at that point, we're also saying that Donald Trump has said that they don't exist anymore.
well, my
And that's
father
1 million,
got a
sorry,
heart
that's
transplant.
1%
So,
of the population of the United States of
hmm
America, which is still 3 million people. So you're saying that these people don't exist. It's very weird.
so my father got a heart transplant. So I think of somebody getting having kidney surgery or anything like that. Yes, that's that's a way that we can survive. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying taking away something from a child that you're not able to vote until you're 18, but they're able to perform. They say, "Hey, I want a surgery at 18." I'm not able. Kids are not able to drink at 20.
Oh,
They're
so
21.
kids shouldn't have
But they're
surgery
able to make
until they're
those decisions.
18? That's fucking weird too. What is your like dang, is there something that
On
we
what
need to be
topic?
concerned with?
On what
Like
topic I talk
you
about?
are like very
See, you're
strange, very obsessed with what's going on between kids and their doctors. It's quite odd. And you're also very obsessed with sex. It's quite weird. Sir, there are sex therapists that exist out there. I suggest that you get one and perhaps get them to check out or talk to them about your other obsession with the kids' genitalia. It's quite weird. Sorry, I wasn't going down that topic. Just let people be people. God fucking damn. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was trying to say. Why are you always thinking about a child's genitalia? That's fucking weird. I missed some things. Sorry, I'm going back through them. Roger, thank you for the jewels. Onion, it is unbelievably sad that every Trump supporter is just simply incapable of doing middle school level reading and research. Sixth grade level literacy is beyond the grasp of a Trump voter. Every caller proves it in spades, and it's pathetic. Hi, greetings from Netherlands. 2:11 a.m. Dang. Maybe another time I'll call in and ask a few questions. If possible, looks fun. Enjoy your day. Thank you so much. James, thank you for the jewels. Katrina, thank you for the jewels. Australian 799. Kilumnati says, Merry Xmas. Hail Satan. These callers love to ramble on and on so much it drains your energy. It does. Like, I just wanted to do something different. Rabbit, thank you for the jewels. Political, sincere. I'm so messing this up. Sorry. Politicamente sincero. Thank you for the jewels. If you don't mind me asking, what has he not done? He has not expanded any care for the American people or our social programs that assist the American people. He's lied constantly, and I think lying is harmful. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hello.
You're a kid. Go play Fortnite or something. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hi, this is Patrick.
Hi, Patrick. How old are you?
I'm 29.
29. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah, right now I am. Yeah.
So what has he done in his current term in office that has earned your continued support? TikTok. Double tap that
I
screen.
think kind of like the main thing for me is that he does have a hard stance on kind of borders within our country. I think kind of the crackdown on not immigration, but the legal immigration has kind of been a strong suit for me.
He's cracking down on both. Like, I don't know if you realize this, but it's actually a very low percentage of the individuals that are being picked up for deportation that didn't have legal status prior to them being picked up. Like, as in more people with legal status have been deported than people that came in through a non-port of entry.
Got it. But with those legal statuses, what you're saying, did they overstay a visa or something of that nature?
No, overstaying a visa means that you've lost your legal status.
Gotcha. So how do you?
And also that's
so
just
where's,
a
like, the
civil
Where do you
infraction.
find information for that, though?
Oh,
You know?
simple court documents and executive orders.
Gotcha. Now, are those people being thoroughly deported, though? I mean, like,
Yeah,
are
he
they
literally
sitting
revoked the
around a trial?
status of multiple immigrants from multiple countries under programs that he initiated, right? Oh, moderate, thank you so much for becoming a member over here. Guys, can we get 9 more members on this stream? That would be fantastic. So that's how. So these people had status, they were granted status, given status, they went through the legal process. And then he revoked their status in order to meet his deportation numbers that he was attempting to do so that he could deport them and then therefore make them illegal.
Gotcha. Okay. I may not have been aware of the scope on that side of my statement, I guess. But what do
Yeah.
you think about kind of like the border itself, where kind of anybody can cross in through, where, you know, probably 99% of these people that are coming through are probably good people, right? But the off chance that the bad 1% gets through, like, do you think we should have more secure borders? Because I feel like he's taken a harder stance more than any president.
No, I
or
don't
probably the
even
last
think
40
that we
years.
have more secured borders now. We've just scared people that they don't want to risk making a trek or spending the money to get to the United States, even if they're coming here legally, like, and
Gotcha.
have a status to come here. We're putting
But what do you
restrictions
think
on
about like?
tourists, like, which means we're going to lose money when it comes to tourism as well. Man of Tomorrow, thank you also for becoming a member. Can we get a?
Gotcha. But what do you think? Like, I mean, there's been confirmed cases of like terrorist organizations and things like that infiltrating our border.
Yeah, I'm
Like,
aware.
shouldn't there be
That's how
something there
9/11
to
happened. They
prevent
were, I
that?
don't know if you are aware of this, but 9/11 were legal. Like they were
For sure.
granted legal entry into
No.
the United States of America, and then they performed a massive terror attack. Yeah. Guess what? So do American citizens all the time, unfortunately.
But there's been like confirmed cases like Boko Haram, like Iranian proxies. There's even been reports of like Chinese like espionage on the border.
Oh,
Like,
and
shouldn't
what
that be
crime did
somewhat
they
more
commit
secured,
when they
right?
came into the United States?
What crime have they committed?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's the point. If they're getting stopped right there, and then
Oh,
you're
wait. So
hopefully,
you're saying that Donald
like a
Trump just
cell being
said,
performed.
hey, there's this guy that tried to cross the border through the southern border, and we caught him. And guess what? He's definitely a known terrorist from Iran. That's what happened?
Yeah, I think there's it's very NSA, CIA, FBI types that are very, very well aware of tracking people, and we've caught people using like biometric data and records. I don't know specific the procedures or everything that they do to catch these people, but there's been confirmed cases of very, very, very bad people trying to
Yeah.
smuggle
So are
people
they
in.
in are they in the jail system right now? Were they arrested?
I think some of those, the confirmed ones, I believe so.
What's the case number? There should be charges against them.
I don't know. You just told me you could pull case numbers and stuff like that.
Oh, you didn't know you could pull
So what
case
do I-
numbers
what-
before?
Got it. Okay. No, I've never done that before. I've never looked into it.
Okay, so I'll tell you this. So if
Okay.
you want to go it all the way down to the district that it's in, that's actually the very first number, but we don't even base it off of that. You want to start with the year.
Okay.
So if this is a real case, it should start with 25. And assuming that
Okay.
you're correct on all of these like accusations that they're terrorists in other countries, it should start with CV for being a criminal case. And then
Okay.
the next 5 set of numbers are going to be the actual case number like assigned to that person. So
Gotcha. Okay.
yeah. So where is the
Now, what
where
about
can I
like
find that?
cartels and things like that? I mean, I can try
So
to look it up right now. Let's see.
yeah. Oh no, we're not moving to cartels. I want you to stay on the fact that we're talking about these known terrorists.
Okay. Known terrorists crossing the border. I'm going to try to Google it right now and try to see.
Yeah, but
right,
I
to
want the
see.
case
Well,
numbers.
I don't have case numbers memorized off the top of my head. Do you?
Actually, I do.
What? Okay. I don't. I'm just an
Sorry,
average
you
guy.
just
I don't
made
know
me
how
think
to.
of that, and I do. Sorry. It's
Okay. All right. Known terrorists over the border case numbers. Let's see. I wonder if we can find it. Tracks individuals in a terrorist screening database caught attempting entry with numbers rising significantly. I did just Google AI. This is a simple Google search.
it is
Overall
deep.
numbers in fiscal year 2024, 410 encounters of people on terrorism records, including U.S. persons, happened at ports of entry. 106 encounters with non-citizens occurred between ports of entry, mostly the southern border. So it's happening, right? I don't know where to find the specific case number per se. I don't know if that would really be that public, to be honest with you. I don't know.
Court filings are public knowledge.
Okay.
Case numbers are public knowledge.
But there's been confirmed cases now, right? So that's what I'm kind of saying here.
No, it's not. If they're not being charged with it, no. They're
But
not
if they're on a known
confirmed.
terrorist watch list, that's a confirmed case of somebody trying to cross into a border,
Awesome.
right?
No.
Okay.
You're on a known terrorist watch list. That's proof that you were trying to cross the border now. Hey, someone's trying to help you do your work, but the problem is they're not giving me a case that starts in 25.
Okay. Do you need a case in 2025 or can
Yeah,
it
I
be
said
2024?
if they're confirmed, then it should be filed in 25.
So what happens if it was 2024, like the article I just read to you?
Then that's thanks Biden.
Okay.
It's a Biden arrest.
Are
Just
those
like
numbers
this one
even
was
public from
23.
2025? Like, I don't even know because it's the fiscal year just ended for the government, right? Or
Court
is this something we need to
filings
sit on
are
and wait for?
available
Right?
immediately when they are filed electronically. Well, they're available within 48 business hours.
Here's specific arrests. There you go.
Ooh,
Monterey,
thank you, Nutmeg,
Montefiore
for becoming a member. Can we get 7 more?
in Brooklyn, Abu Dhabi. I mean, this all right here. I don't know how to find this case. I'm gonna try to search this guy's name.
So Slump, the
say
one that
case
you
number.
just gave me is they reduced this guy's sentencing.
Okay. Case number 2025. Arrest in Brooklyn for
And
providing
he
material support.
was charged in 2020. Well, yeah, he was found guilty in 2024. And then his sentencing was reduced. I wonder
Is this
why.
so? I got one.
Oh, wait,
All
this
right,
is
what do you
on.
got here? 25.
Wait, is this.
I see one on March 11th, 2025.
Is this somebody that Trump gave a pardon to, Slump?
Are you talking to me? I'm sorry.
No, I was talking to the chat in that case.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, guys, I was talking to Summer.
Okay. There's no one Illinois in Kansas. He had illegally entered the U.S. in February 2023 and was later released eventually. Several Afghan nationals with ties to ISIS-K. Okay, how do I look this up? Operation Allies Welcome. One was involved in ambush-style attack near the White House. Okay.
Here, we'll ask this question from the chat.
Okay.
EX wants to know how Trump's immigration policies have personally improved your life.
Personally improved my life?
Yeah.
I don't know. I would say I don't feel as confirmed as somebody that lives kind of on the border of Texas. I'm not as worried, I guess, per se.
You're awesome.
Like I said, I'm not somebody that really walks around town looking like afraid of crime or anything like that. But I
No,
do
Slump,
feel like
I
at least the
have the
government's trying
case
to do
pulled up.
something
They were
to prevent
charged and
crime from
convicted
happening.
under the previous
Right?
administration,
I don't think.
and then they had their
I think
sentence
even
commuted and
again, kind of going to my
reduced
next
under
point,
this
I'm not trying to
administration.
shy away from this, but with cartels and things of that nature, I think there needs to be a crackdown on it. I think there's
Okay,
legitimate
so
corruption inside of our
nothing's
government.
personally, like, immigration
Yeah.
policies haven't personally improved your life.
I don't think most things the government does really improves my life. I don't think anything that the government has done in the last 40 years has improved my life, to be honest with you.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
I'm just gonna put this on the screen for Slump here. I got the case number, Slump. I did get the case number, okay? This is what I see, though. This is the case. This is everything. And then if I scroll down to the bottom, right? Here we have indictment. Okay. Jury instructions, hearings, settled. They did a plea, right?
Right.
So they entered a plea. And then now they're saying not guilty, and then they actually had it. And then where was it? Oh, sentencing, judgment, September 2024. And because the case number
Okay.
starts with 23, that means they were charged in
Got it.
2023 under the last one. And then order reducing sentence.
Okay.
I don't know. I just don't know what Slump wants me to look at on this. And even then, W Biden, I guess. And I don't really want to give him big W's for it, but if you're pointing out somebody that was like a terrorist, they were charged, sentenced, convicted, sentenced under the previous administration, and then now their sentencing has been reduced.
Gotcha. But
It's just a little
gotcha.
confusing.
But
I don't know.
was Biden tougher on border policy, or was Trump tougher on border policy?
Oh, no, like, listen, I'm gonna be clear, guys.
Yeah.
Biden and his administration were fucking stupid in how they handled the southern border. Okay? Like,
Yeah, I
there's
agree.
no
Yeah.
denying that they were dumb. They were insistent on following the legal process of updating the laws that are in existence that govern our border, right?
For sure.
Like,
Yeah.
they tried to do all of that. Okay?
Mhm.
They waited too long to actually be like, let's try something else.
Okay. I'll buy that. Yeah.
And that's the problem. That's why we can absolutely say that Biden failed during his administration on doing
Mhm.
something with the border and with the
sure.
immigration. Okay? Can absolutely say he failed. He didn't do enough. He didn't do enough soon enough, even though on day one, like literally January 20th, 2025, the Democratic Party representing the states in Congress introduced a bill, HR 1177, in order to try to update and change the immigration laws that was shot down and never made it to the floor to vote. It died in committees because that happens a lot. All right.
For sure. Yeah, I just
Um,
think we have two political parties that can't agree with each other, and it destroys a lot of progress. For sure.
yeah, it's dumb.
sure.
It's fucking dumb. They should not be making politics a sport. It shouldn't be my team versus yours, red versus blue. It's dumb. Okay. So
Yeah.
again, like they wanted to go about it in a different way, which was updating the laws, and they failed. They took too long. I do approve of the fact that during the height of C-19, that they were insistent. Their policy shifted to just finding anybody that's in the United States willy-nilly to focusing on
Okay.
criminals that have been convicted and were serving their time in our prisons. And I do agree with that policy, especially during a
Yeah.
pandemic, because otherwise it's kind of you're just wasting money at that point. Like, do you know how much it costs to deport just one person, one individual?
It's probably gonna be astronomical, right? Probably like 20, probably even more. I don't know, maybe 50,000 at least.
The Penn Wharton budget model estimates that it costs about $77,000 per person.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. So and
that's where, like, I don't. Yeah. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, you're fine. And that's kind of a problem. Like,
hmm I agree. I don't. Again, that's why I'm not the biggest government person, because I don't think they can do a lot of things like efficiently or cost efficiently, right? They'll just
oh
throw money
no,
at things.
our national debt went up from $36 trillion at the start of the year, 36.7, to now over $38 trillion.
Oh yeah, I believe that 100%. Yeah, I don't doubt that at all. And like to your point with like how much it costs people, like I think it should be, maybe like if you have an expired visa, right? Like we went back to that point. Maybe there should be a process where, hey, you screwed up. We're not going to deport you. Let's get your visa back online, type of thing. Like the other guys that are like criminal people, like I have buddies that live out in Colorado who like they had some bad gangs around from like Venezuela and things like that. I think it made the national news. It was I think it was Tren de Agua. It was like a Venezuelan gang who like were not doing good things. Right, they were like took
Thank
over
you,
apartment
John, for
buildings.
becoming a
They
member.
were
Can we
getting
get
involved in, like,
6
the
more
drug
members
empire out
over in
there.
the tubes? I appreciate you.
It's like, hey, maybe you should put a priority on those people per se. And that's where I think I see a lot of those ICE raids happen when they're trying to target specific people. Like, I agree with that per se. The guys that are hanging out in Home Depot trying to support their families, I don't really necessarily support that.
Yeah. Are you aware
I
that
care.
do you agree with racial profiling? Let's try that.
Racial profiling? No.
Okay. Are you aware that that's the exact argument that the administration used to support where they were finding people to pick up to interview and determine if they are here legally or not?
The
They use
stereotypical,
that.
yeah, I
Yeah.
don't
No,
necessarily
no.
agree with
They
that, for
literally
sure.
said that they can't do their job if they're not allowed to racially profile people. They use that
Yeah.
argument in federal court.
Yeah, that's a little nuts. And I
Oh,
don't
well,
really
that's
necessarily agree with that.
Donald Trump's Solicitor General.
Yeah. But the thing is like that's when if they're targeting it for people like just like those normal types of people that are trying to support their families, that's where I kind of
That is
lose
what they're
support for
doing,
that, for sure.
though. Oh, it's
Yeah.
estimated that less than 20%, I think the percentage is really about 15. Less than 20% of everyone that is being deported has any kind of criminal record in the United States or outside of the United States.
So 21%
Less than 20.
have or have not a crime. I'm sorry, you kind of broke up there.
Less than 20% have a criminal record in any country.
Okay. Gotcha. So per se, do you think it's more of overstaying your visa and things of that nature? Right? It's not in a criminal record.
Right,
Or
because
database,
overstaying
let's
your
say, right?
visa is just a civil offense. There is no criminal charge for that. It's
Yeah.
literally just civil. Otherwise, Melania Trump wouldn't be able to be a citizen, even if she married a citizen. She overstayed her
Okay.
visa. Elon Musk wouldn't be able to be a citizen. He overstayed his visa.
For sure.
Like
And
prominent
is there
figures.
anything like in
wouldn't be
government?
able to live
It
there.
sounds like you're more in tune with what's going on, like on the Congress level and the representative side and Senate side of like the lawmaking. I guess,
Monica, you can
establishment, right?
absolutely
What is
fulfill
being done
Belchie's
to
highlighted message.
change laws like that, or give grace to like visas or anything? Is there anything being done?
Belchie, you can send it over CA. That's cool. You can do 5. You'll have to repeat your question for me. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I kind of mumbled there a little bit. Like, is there anything being done right now within government to change laws like that? Where, hey,
Nope.
if you do overstay a visa, you can't be deported. Okay.
No, there's nothing. There's
Mm,
literally nothing.
okay.
And even just being here, I don't even know if you realize this, but just simply being in like being considered deportable
Yep.
does not make someone a criminal.
I don't disagree with that. Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all.
I mean, you shouldn't, and it was determined by the Supreme Court.
Yeah, I know. I don't disagree with that one bit. I mean, I got Irish cousins and stuff like that overstayed visas, and to get caught, like you're going to get deported, and you're probably not going to be allowed to come back to the States. I don't know what would happen to them, right?
Yeah.
So, now, per se, like that's I think we could probably agree on that for sure. I just don't think having like an open border, or I hear people talking about like border shouldn't be a thing. I just completely disagree with that 100%.
Now, see, I personally here's my biggest issue. And I've said this many times. There's even a video on my profile for if people want to check this out. I don't support mass deportation because A, it's costly. It's super fucking costly. It still comes out of our
Yeah.
taxpayers for Kristi Noem and Donald Trump doing the $1,000 to self-deport. And then now it's $3,000 to self-deport as long as you do it before Christmas. Okay.
Yeah,
That comes out of taxpayer dollars, period.
for sure.
I believe in amnesty. So if someone has been here for 3, 5, 10 years or more, I think that they should be granted amnesty, put back on a pathway to citizenship,
Yeah.
get them through
Yeah.
the system as long as they have never been, and I even put it out this way, as long as they've never been accused of an actual crime that harms somebody. Okay? There's one lady that was I don't know if anybody watches C-SPAN, but that's where you can watch all of the congressional hearings. And when
yeah.
they were the oversight committee that was asking questions to Kristi Noem, I can't remember the senator's name, but specifically was brought up the fact that there has been a veteran who was deported outside of the United States of America, who served our country, has a Purple Heart. And
For
the
sure.
only crime that he's ever done was just carry an illegal substance on his own person with no intent to sell, just intent to use, because he went through a spat of substance abuse. Like many, sorry, dog.
You're good.
Okay. Like many veterans suffering from PTSD tend to do, unfortunately, they do go through spats of substance abuse. And instead of helping treat it or helping get over it, he gets deported to a country that he hasn't lived in since he was 7 years old. The next story was of a man whose wife was deported out of the country for writing 2 checks totaling a grand total of $80 in the early 2000s. A woman.
And it bounced or whatever. I think I heard this
Yes.
case.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And
No, that's ridiculous.
she's the wife of a military veteran.
Yeah. Yep. I think I heard
These are
about
the
that
people
case.
writing a bad check for $80. It doesn't, at least like back in 2003, that would not be a lot of harm. Now $80 is a lot of money to a lot of people. But if she paid it, which I'm sure she did later on, which is why she didn't actually get any kind of criminal charge from it or like indictment or conviction, I guess I should say, then she didn't deserve to be deported. She paid her restitution.
Yeah.
Right? And those
Yeah,
are
I
the
mean,
kinds of
something
deportations that are
I'm guilty
occurring
of
that I
too. Like,
don't
I think
agree
I sent
with.
a check or like bounced a check or something like that. And it's like I didn't go to jail for that. You know, I just kind of made up for it as soon as I could. Like,
Oh, yeah. I
that's not
mean,
something
most
to get
people,
deported for.
when checks were huge, right? Most people wrote at least one bad check on accident because too many did not carry around their balance book. And this was before the age of
Yeah.
technology where all of your all of your banking could be seen on your phone.
No, yeah, for sure. For
Yeah.
sure.
So I guess if you're actually agreeing, like, listen, I'm not going to slap down somebody for actually doing something in a way to support strengthening the border. It's the actions that
Yeah.
are occurring within inside of the country where I would say that they're being done incorrectly in a lot of ways, inhumanely, and with just everybody's just, oh, you're an immigrant, you did one bad thing back when you were 20 years ago and it didn't personally harm anybody. Yeah, get
Yeah,
out
like
of
a
here.
nonviolent crime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
non-violent crime, and they're just everybody's just getting deported willy-nilly. And that's the kind of thing that I don't support. And and that's why, like, sure, you can say that he made the border more secure. Cool. Nobody could actually explain to me explicitly how. And here's why I'll say that.
Okay.
Because like also Belchi did send the 10. So Monica, I think you already did it, but if you make sure that that guy is muted, we're good. And thank you. I missed one as well for 13 Dot for the 10 over on the Green app as well. Thank you so much. I don't know why that one doesn't send me notifications like it should. But all it is that's really happening at the southern border is scare tactics because they see what's occurring inside of the country and how people are being treated. Because encounters were already on a downward trend in the last 6 months of, well, really 7 months of Biden's presidency because they shifted focus. He put more people at the southern border. It was already on a downward trend. And that's about all we had to do. But instead, we ramp up inhumane treatments within the borders of our own country. And I think that that's a big problem. I'm not saying like let's have an open border or anything like that. I just
Okay.
let's treat people like they should be treated.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. Now, with kind of what you're saying, where they're going like willy nilly, like what's your kind of big critique, I guess, with ICE? Should they just be more surgical on who they're actually targeting and things like that, and actually, going through like the actual process of like kind of normal law and saying, hey, this is a bad guy, we've caught him on this, like we need to go catch him type of thing, instead of just rolling up to like, hey, like the stereotypical like Home Depot parking lots and just rolling people up, right?
I will give them like credence or like I will give them leeway if they get a report saying that, hey, we think people working at this facility are undocumented. That I understand they're working off of a tip, right? I don't agree with them just showing up at Home Depot parking lots to pick people up, showing up on farms in California and just doing a mass raid there. Like even the one at the Hyundai plant in Georgia, they got a tip, and then the lady felt bad afterwards and made a whole fucking rant on TikTok and all this shit, crying about how she felt bad afterwards. Like, save your tears.
Yeah.
They're showing up at schools. They're showing up at malls.
Mm-hmm.
They're showing up at very public places, not to get workers, but to just get everyday people. So that's why people are reporting that they are afraid to just go somewhere in their town. They're stopping people in their cars, which ICE they're not cops that can issue citations. You guys, you should not pull over for ICE. And they're just yanking people out of cars. They're rolling up at hospitals. People that are being released from hospitals are being picked up. They're like going through hospitals to be like, does this person have all of their records? And it's just crazy. ICE has literally shot a United States citizen. They're utilizing what they would call, and this is what they call it in the courts. I'm not necessarily saying that it is because I don't know all that goes into it, but chemical warfare on United States citizens, pepper spray, but higher grade than what like people can buy at stores. There are videos of them driving through the streets of Chicago and spraying protesters with pepper spray for throwing snowballs at their cars.
Okay. I don't know the specific details of like that stuff though, right? Like I don't know if there's been like an order to clear or disperse.
Oh
or
no, they
anything,
were
or if they're on
actually
government
no.
property.
They have an explicit judge's order that says you cannot utilize chemical warfare on United States citizens for simply protesting.
Interesting. When did that go into effect? Because I mean, like I feel like that stuff's been going on forever. I'm thinking like LA riots.
This was a month
in New
ago.
York
That court order has been around for a minute, and they're explicitly ignoring it.
So I mean, like even like everyday cops though, right? I mean, like they even carry just pepper spray and stuff like that on them.
Yes, but
And
they
then
don't
can you,
use it for
like-
crowd control.
Okay, for crowd control. Okay.
And-
Okay.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying now.
And again,
Yeah,
is
yeah,
it like, are you being harmed if somebody throws a snowball at you that they literally like? I get it if it was a hard, compacted snowball that was also basically ice, that would be painful. But somebody that just picked up snow
Yeah.
that's fresh on the ground and threw it at your car, are they harming you?
Yeah. No, for sure. I mean, I'm sure somebody could interpret that and say like it is evil, like kind of what you're saying, like put an ice or maybe like a hard rock or something like that and it shatters a window. But I don't know. It doesn't seem like that's happened though per se, right? So I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. That was just kind of my stance. I don't want to take up too much of your time and take up all the callers' minutes here. But
No, you're
yeah,
good. I mean, it was a decent conversation after a load of interesting people, so it does happen. But
okay.
I'm just saying,
Okay.
like, sure, you can support him for or say that what he did in order to reduce encounters is cool, or the fact that encounters are reduced is a good thing. I'm not even going to argue
Yeah.
with you on that one. I would absolutely agree that encounters are down, but that doesn't negate
Okay.
everything that's happening for their enforcement of the law within
Yeah.
the country itself.
No, I agree. I think we could both agree with each other. So
Yeah, or
it was nice speaking to
circumventing
you.
due process and the writ of being able to request a writ of habeas corpus, which is actively what the administration is doing.
I agree, and I think they definitely could probably tighten up on that for sure. Right.
Yeah, they don't care though.
For sure. Yeah. Somebody will get checked, eventually. I don't know. It might be a couple years down the road before all this stuff comes out, but yeah, I don't know. I'm an optimist. We'll see. I don't know. All right. Well, it was nice talking to you. I hope you have a nice day.
You too. Have a good night.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
See, that was a reasonable conversation. I appreciate that. Okay, so Slump clarified, sorry for the delay. The FBI and DOJ confirmed terrorists exist in the United States, but most cases are stopped early or charged under other laws. So lack of public court cases doesn't mean lack of terrorists. Slump, that was never my claim. I never said that there was a lack of terrorists. I said that we have homegrown terrorists within the United States of America. But if they are going to make a claim and then go on about saying that, oh my God, these people are terrorists, I would like proof, is what I'm saying. Them saying we capture this person and this person is a terrorist just based off of the country that they're coming in from is a form of racial profiling as well. I guess that would technically be nationalized profiling. I totally approve this message. Biden did terrible. Yeah, at the border, Biden did absolute shit. He did a shit fucking job. He should have done something a lot quicker, a lot sooner. Like, there is literally no denying that. Can we happen to get 6 more new subs or members over on the tubes? I would appreciate that, guys. We're going into the last 15 minutes of the live, so I'd appreciate if we can get 6 new members. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, hello.
Hi, how old are you?
27.
27. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yep.
Cool. What year did you graduate high school?
What year? 2017.
What has Donald Trump done in his 11 months in office to earn your continued support?
Oh, he's done a lot.
What specifically?
Pretty great stuff, too.
What
Oh, getting rid of
specifically?
DEI. Getting rid of DEI.
How did DEI negatively impact you? Okay. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yes, can I get the 2 number 9s, number 9 large?
Your
number 6
impression
with extra D,
is just about
number
as
7,
horrible as mine.
2 number 45,
Donald Trump,
1
you need to
whiskey,
take care of those arteries.
large soda.
Take care of those arteries a little bit more. Maybe lay off
I'm
the
sorry,
McDonald's.
do I have the wrong number?
You don't need a number 7.
No, I need the number 7.
You don't.
Really need the number.
Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Yeah. Hey, how's it going?
Going well. How old are you?
I am 36 and I'm from Michigan.
Okay. And are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I am through the thick of it. I'm trying my best.
Okay. What specifically has Donald Trump done in his current term in office to earn your continued support?
During the current term, well,
Yep.
you know, I look at it, I try to look at both sides. And here's the deal is I look at my tangible life and I see if anything's changed. You know, with the last administration, I noticed changes. With this one, I haven't noticed any good, but I haven't noticed any bad.
Interesting. So what I'm
Was it
hearing is he hasn't really done anything.
to affect me personally? No. I
No,
mean,
just
tax
to
season is
earn your
coming up. We'll see how
continued
that goes.
support.
But
Okay, so
he's generally been pretty good
nothing
about like
specific.
well, I mean, if you could pick a topic, I'm pretty versed on it. I know you were talking about the Venezuela stuff. You know that the tankers are sanctioned, right? That they're illegally exporting sanctioned oil, and that's why we are taking them.
Where's the sanction that I can find? Because I was waiting for Pam Bondi to provide proof, but I could never find the sanctions.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't really look that deep into it, but that's what I have heard, and it makes sense because
Oh,
they through the
got
what is
it.
it? Is it NATO or UN? NATO, right? No, UN that they have sanctions. Hold on, I'm looking it up real quick. So there's that. You know, the reason I voted for Trump
I
was
don't
because
care. What year are we in?
2025.
2025. And when was the election?
Really? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I'm
He
not
was brought
living
into
in
office in 2025.
2024. I'm
Right,
not
but
living
this is
in the
I'm getting to
year
a
2024. I don't care about why anybody voted for Donald Trump a
well,
year after
fair
the
enough.
election.
You want to know then what I was trying to get at is that you haven't noticed, have you been on Reddit at all? Like go
That's
to
funny,
the
Black
complaints
Dragon.
Reddit and you will see the most vile people. I mean, there are people on there like trying to hack into the ICE payroll system to hurt agents. Like, you know what I mean? Like they have hurt them, they have shot at them, they are pew-pewed at them, they have, and it's just out of control, man. You know, I actually agree with a lot of what the left has to offer. You know, I believe that, you know, healthcare should be universal and a lot of that stuff. But I just think that the way things are now is there's something pushing them to be violent. And I don't agree with that. And that's what I was trying to say is the reason I voted.
Oh, okay. I don't really care.
You don't care that the people that are supporting like this whole system are violent and they do not love their neighbors and they do not
Oh,
support,
sir,
you know?
do you do you know who Benny Johnson is? I think that's his name. Is that his name?
Yeah, he's like a YouTuber, right?
Yeah, but you know who he is? Like he's kind of a big
He's a
right
conservative
wing,
YouTuber, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
right wing, I would say a nut job. He literally called for ICE and the FBI to start knocking down and beating down the doors and entering homes illegally for anyone that they just assume is a part of Antifa, and literally called for the unalivement of 3 million American citizens. So I don't give a fuck about your
Well,
plea to, oh my God, random people on Reddit are saying that we need to attack
no,
ICE. I
it's
don't
just spreading
support violence
violence
on
in this
anybody.
country. It's
I
spreading
don't
hatred.
support violence on anybody in this country, just to be absolutely clear. And gosh, that was down the whole time. But what I'm saying is like, I don't want to hear your cry to be like, oh no, someone on Reddit says that here's the location of an ICE officer, but I'm not going to call out the party on the right for literally calling for
Well,
the United States of America to violate the 4th and 5th Amendments of the United States Constitution by beating into someone's house without a fucking warrant on an assumption that somebody is Antifa, which literally just means anti-fascist.
had
And
you're
it
right,
is not
right. And
a
do you believe
organization
that
because
this
they
current
don't have a
administration is
headquarters.
fascist?
And then also that Benny Johnson literally called for 3 million people to be killed
What
in this
power does he
country.
have? What power does Benny Johnson have? He's a YouTuber and we're in
Well,
America, so
what
who
power do
cares?
Redditors have? They're just random people
They
on the
have power
internet.
in numbers.
Oh, wait. He's just a random YouTuber that has a 6 million follower base, I think is what Google told me earlier today.
Do everything Mr.
He's
Beast
he's
does?
just a random YouTuber with 6 million followers calling for 3 million people to be killed in the United States of America.
been killed?
And God forbid that random Reddit threaders say, here's a phone number for an ICE officer. Reddit has no power. Benny Johnson is influential.
Reddit has power. Reddit feeds both Gemini and OpenAI. They pay $50 million a year to just
Yeah, and that's
get
why I
all
say
the
AI is
information
not
from Reddit.
trustworthy because it pulls from Reddit and Quora and fucking
Okay, but
Facebook. Wow. Reddit is influential now, guys. Guys, I'm going to go make a
besides Reddit,
post over on Reddit and talk about how
dude, go to any
influential
social
I must be
platform.
now because I am on Reddit.
Oh my god, this is why you can't have conversations. It's just like, dude,
I'm
like I
sorry,
pick any
you making
platform,
an
pick
appeal
any
to
public
some kind
space.
of authority over Reddit, literally just, you're the one who sounds ridiculous like I can't have a conversation with you, and that's
Not
why I'm
really.
talking to you this way, because you're the one who sounds ridiculous. Oh my god, Reddit is more influential than Benny Johnson speaking at a Republican little rally. I think it was literally called the, and then somebody says, Benny Johnson is amazing. It was called like the America Fest, where Benny Johnson literally went out there and he posted it on his own fucking social media where he called for people to be killed. But I'm the one that's unreasonable for pointing out that somebody that has 6 million followers on or subscribers on YouTube fucking calls for people to be killed, calls for the violation of the 4th and 5th Amendments of the United States Constitution. And you're like, but random people
What about
on
the
Reddit
thousands?
have phone numbers. Oh my god,
What
the
about the
random
thousands of
Redditors
people?
have phone numbers. It's so bad, guys. Oh no, Reddit, it's so bad. No, Reddit is breaking me. It's so bad for Reddit to exist. I'm drinking water now. Oh no, not Reddit. Not Reddit. Yeah, he wouldn't disavow Benny at all. Well, Benny Johnson, he has not got no power. That was funny. That was so dumb. Also, guys, I apparently have a hole in my chin. Jesus Christ. Anyways, I think that's about it for me. That was so that was dumb. That was nah. Maybe we can get one more caller that has a brain on them. I don't know if that's possible. Someone who's not gonna cry about Reddit. Reddit is so powerful, guys. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Hey, I thought I told you I wanted two number nines, number 9 large, number 6. with
That's
extra
going
dip.
to cost
No,
$6,854. That's a
No.
pretty large order, sir. I'm
One with
gonna
cheese
need you
and
to
a
pay
large soda. I told you I wanted two number
$6,487.
nines.
Can I please
Number
get that
9 large.
as a direct payment?
Number 6.
I can't. Can I get a serious person? That's not Polly. Thank you for calling the stream. Are you there?
Oh yes, I'm here.
Hi, how old
Hello?
are you?
Oh, I'm 35.
Cool. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Yeah. On particular issues, yeah, I do support him.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm on the show. Okay, cool. Yeah. So basically, my whole thing is with the immigration. I don't support his whole entire immigration policy, but I particularly do support his recent, I guess, policy changes when it comes to the Middle East and people from there coming to the United States. Not that I have a problem with the Middle East, but just like basically, I
Sounds like
see
you
what's
do.
going on in Europe. Do what?
Keep going.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, basically, I see what's going on, like, in Europe and places like that, and, like, we have our religious nut jobs here that try to, like, control people's lives, but I think what being imported is, like, way worse, and I kind of like living my life without people telling me what to do, and I feel like, you know, particularly if you look like in England, like in Birmingham, it's like already 30% Muslim. And I don't have a problem with all Muslim, you know, societies, but, you know, the ones that are immigrating, like, for example, I think people from Iran generally I don't have a problem with them. People from, like, you know, Central Asia. And I'm talking in generalities, obviously, because that's how policies are made. You know, I'm not talking about individual people. But I think it's a real problem, you know. I don't want to live under that kind of system, and I like living in a democracy, and I don't care. It's not about race, because, you know, I think I don't agree with Trump's policy on, like, you know, Latin America and stuff like that. I think, you know, they don't have any problem. They don't want to, like, they're all about the free market of ideas, just like we are, you know. So that's kind of my take of what. I don't support everything Trump wants to do, but that's like my big fear about our society, you know.
Oh,
And I think,
yeah.
and I
You know
think that's
who?
a positive thing.
Okay. You know who Zoran Mamdani is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's made an announcement that said that when he is like actually sworn in to be mayor next month, he's
Yeah.
going to make it required that in the 2026 school year, right, 2026-27 school year, so the first year that does it, all New York City schools are required to teach Arabic numerals.
Okay. That's just regular numbers.
Oh, good, he knows. Good, he didn't get caught by it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, that's also a misnomer because it was originally Tamil numerals from India, and that's also not true. But yeah, it's just the word we use for regular numbers, you know.
It's just
You know.
what they are. Sorry.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah. And
sorry.
I don't
Normally
I
when
don't have
people
a
go
problem.
down this diatribe about
Yeah. No.
oh my
I'm
god,
talking about.
Muslims bad. You're
No.
like
No.
only
Mom
the
Donnie's
second
not that kind of guy, you
person
know.
since Mom Donnie was elected that didn't get like caught up in that trope.
Yeah, and Mom Donnie doesn't really follow Islam, and he's not really going to be someone who imposes stuff on people. He's like a modern dude, you know. No, that's not really the problem. Like the problem is like what we have in some places in Europe where,
What
I mean,
European country are you from?
I'm not from a European country.
Oh, well, then maybe don't say we have in some places like Europe because you're not
Oh,
from
I was
Europe.
yeah. I'm sorry. I was just using it as a colloquial expression. Sorry, not meaning that I'm from there. You know, I mean
Oh,
I've been there, but I've seen stuff there, but I'm not from there. You know,
gotcha.
like basically I believe my big thing is that I believe in the Enlightenment. I'm like, you know, I believe in liberal values and stuff like that. And like, let me just give an example of what I'm talking about. Like, I don't like, you know, Christian nationalism and all that stuff going on in America either. But there's a difference. Like, for example, if I were to take, let's say, a Bible and go up to some, like, you know, Christian nationalists doing their thing, whatever they do, and I just, like, you know, pour gasoline on it and burn it, they might, you know, the worst they do, they might get pissed off. They might, like, say, yo, what are you doing, man, or something.
If you
They might try
stole
to, like,
someone's Bible and burned it in front of
no,
them, I
no, no,
think
no, no,
that
no, no,
would
no,
be
not steal.
considered a. Oh, okay.
No, I
Like
buy
that would
it
be.
myself. I buy it myself.
Uh-huh.
And I
You
do
bought
it.
it yourself.
I mean, yeah. Then, you know, I can go home and I know I'm pretty sure nothing's gonna happen to me. You know, I might get people being passive aggressive and say, "Oh, I'll be praying for you" and all that. You know, but let's say I go to Birmingham, England. I take a Quran that I buy and I burn it in the street corner. You know, not everyone's gonna kill me, and probably no one right there is. But eventually, my life is gonna be in serious danger when I go home. You know, that's the difference is what I'm talking about. Like it doesn't take a whole lot of that type of immigration to just change the whole vibe of like what people can say and do in society. And I'm not saying doing that's a good thing. Like I wouldn't do it because I'm not an asshole. You know, I don't go around like. But I'm just saying like I think people should have a right to do that if they want to. You know, because it's freedom of speech. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I just don't want too much of that coming over here. You know, I don't think that makes me a racist. You know, I don't think it does. I mean, who knows? Maybe that does make me racist. I don't know, but I don't think it does, though. I just don't want that to happen. You know, does that seem fair?
Nope, too far.
Yeah, no, I would say
Why
that.
not? I mean, yeah, like it to me, it's not like a racial policy at all. For example,
It
take
is.
Pakistan.
It is.
No,
It is.
well, Islam's not a race, though.
Yeah, it's more like it's an well, that's a religion and it's an ethnicity, but
Right.
so that's why I originally said earlier, like not necessarily you, but to somebody else that it's more of a um an ethnic or a nationality issue. And I think
Right.
that like sorry, grouping one set of individuals saying that they're bad and they shouldn't be allowed in the country simply because they are from a specific country is dumb. And it
I
definitely
mean,
should
we've
fall
done
under
that.
an ism.
We already do that before Trump, though. We've had like different countries had different quotas and things like that. It's not like something that's like that radical, you know. In fact, like to give
Yeah,
you
when
an
was our
example of
last
what I
Muslim
mean.
ban?
Well, it wasn't officially a Muslim ban; it was based on country. But yeah,
Donald Trump called it the Muslim ban. When was our last
yeah, I know he
Muslim
called it
ban?
that.
And he's calling it a Muslim ban again.
Right. I mean, fine. But we can call things whatever we want to call them. You know, they also call it the big beautiful bill. You know, that other bill. You know,
That's
I mean,
literally the title of the bill.
all right, fine. The title of the bill is Muslim ban.
No, the title, when you said the big beautiful bill, the title
Yeah.
of HR
Yeah,
1
yeah.
is literally the one big beautiful
Right.
bill
Right. My point is that the title,
is the Muslim ban.
Okay, sure, but that's not the official title of the
It-
ban, right?
Yes, it is.
It's called the Muslim ban. That's the official government denotation of
fucking
the
Google.
bill.
Someone said
Okay,
hi,
I'm-
Polly's hand.
Well, anyway, my greater point on this is, like, for example, take Pakistan and India, for example. They used to be the same country. Northern India and Pakistan are culturally almost the same. The only difference is religion, and that's why they broke apart, right? So if you look in America, as far as like, I have no problem with people from India coming to America. They adapt to American society very well, and in fact, most Pakistanis too. But the problem is, it only takes a couple. That's what I'm saying. Like it's like basically you can't just let everybody come to America. Like we're selective for some reason. I don't know. Like people aren't really thinking what that reason is. Like why are we not letting just anyone come here? And that's the reason. Like would these
All
people
right.
be a good fit for American
No,
society? And the
sir,
answer is no.
I don't think it's okay to judge people from specific countries that they're coming in from, and just be like, you can't come here because of this, right? I would say that those laws need to be updated and changed because I don't like them on the basis of the fact that they're saying we are instituting a type of segregation, even if we are saying that they are allowed in by a certain quantity. It would still like pointing them out, and segregation is not the right word. I admit that. I know that. I just can't think of the correct word. But we are pointing them out specifically based off of where they're from and then saying, you can come in, but you can't come in, and only a certain number of you can come in. It's not, sorry, it's not a great look.
Would you be fine with something that achieves the exact same effect but seems more fair?
I accidentally muted myself. Sorry, you would have to give me a policy that would reflect that, and I would have to review it to know. But I'm over my stream time with you. I thought it was going to be a quicker conversation, but I do have to go. You can call back in tomorrow. I think I'll be on live tomorrow. I'm just not sure what time. Oh, you hung up. I was being polite and ending it. Okay. Subjugated. Thank you, Dusty. I appreciate that. Well, guys, y'all have a good rest of your night. I am going to go ahead. Hey, Jeff, and end the show. Go get some food with the guy. Sorry, just everybody likes, you know what? Today's the first day this week that I haven't been told and haven't had to inform you that I'm single.
That's congrats.
It's actually, I didn't have that much misogyny today, I guess. It's just what it is.
It must be a Christmas thing. People were generally calm
Yeah.
today. For
For the most part, yeah, I would say they were.
in perspective.
In perspective. Yeah.
By the way, the reason why you can't see that is because diaspora comes from the original Greek.
Ah.
In the English version of Deuteronomy.
Got it. Sorry, we were looking up. I was trying to look up something while that guy was yapping. He was nice. He was polite. Anyways, gotta go, guys. See y'all tomorrow at some point. If you're not in the server, join the server. Linktree in bio. Links everywhere else. And then you'll be notified when I go live if you're just in the Discord server. Okay, thank you. Bye.